Good morning, students. In this video session, I am going to teach about memory allocation in C. That is nothing but how the memory is allocated for the variables which is present in the C program. Okay, and what are the ways we can able to allocate the memory in like that we can see in this video session. Okay, so memory allocation in C. There are three different memory allocation which is present in the C program. Okay, see here, one is static memory allocation, second one is automatic memory allocation, and the third one is dynamic memory allocation. These are the three types of memory allocations. Okay, already in the first unit I thought about storage classes. The storage classes, what are things you learned? The storage classes, four types of storage classes are there, right? What are that? The first one is auto. Auto is automatic memory allocations, right? Second one is extern, that is global. And the third one is static. Fourth one is registers. Already you know what is static. Static allocation is nothing but if you declare the variables, these allocations are depend upon your variables which is present in your program. If your variable is declared above the void main, that is globally, means at that time that variables will be allocated in the static allocation. Okay, it is nothing but in the RAM, in the computer memory, RAM, primary memory, the storage was divided like that. Okay, all the global variables and static variables should be present in the static memory. Okay, and automatic, that is all the local variables, and you are studied about function, right? The function concept, local variables, local arguments and parameters are there, right? These are the local variables. Okay, these all things will be stored in the automatic allocation. And the third one is dynamic allocation. Okay, what's the difference between the static, automatic and dynamic? Means the size, the memory size or size of the variable is fixed. For example, globally you are declaring int a, means the size of a is 2 bytes. We can't able to change the memory allocated for the variable. In the static and automatic allocation, we can't able to change the size. It is predefined. If it is integer, means it is 2 bytes. If it is float, means it is 4 bytes. It is character, means it is 1 byte. Like that, it was fixed. In the dynamic allocation, we can able to change the already allocated memory size, as well as you can able to add it or reduce the size of the variables. For that only we are going to learn about dynamic memory allocation, the C programming. For example, why you are going for dynamic memory allocation means you are declaring array concept. When you are in the array concept, while you are declaring the array, for example, int a equal int a array bracket, inside you are giving 100 size, but you are using only 10 size in the array. So nearly 90 memory bytes are wasted. So instead of that, we can go for dynamic allocation. We can extend the memory as well as we can reduce the memory size dynamically also. Okay, we can see what are the functions used for dynamic memory allocation in the next slide. Okay, so in the dynamic memory allocation, it is nothing but manually we can allocate the memory for the variables. Okay, manually, automatically, static and automatic are automatically allocate the memory for the variables. In dynamic memory allocation, manually we are allocating the memory. We can able to release the memory as well as we can able to add the memory also. Okay, so for that, 4 functions are available in the C programming. All these 4 functions are present in the header file std live.h, that is nothing but standard library.h. What is std live means standard library.h. In this header file, these 4 functions are placed. So if you want to use this 4 function, you have to include the header file std lib.h. After including include stdio, you have to include std lib.h, so that only you can able to utilize these functions. Okay, so now we can see one by one. Okay, now what is malloc? Anyone? What is malloc? Malloc is nothing but malloc is used to allocate the memory as per your required size. If I want to allocate 100 byte means, then I can go with malloc. Malloc of size, if you are giving means 100 bytes memory will be allocated, and the starting position of the memory, okay, like array 100 bytes was allocated, and the starting position of the memory is assigned to the pointer. That's what allocate the required size of bytes and returns a pointer. The first byte, the base address, the starting position address will be given to the pointer or allocated to the pointer. That is malloc. Okay. The second one is calloc. For malloc and calloc, there is a few difference. Okay. Malloc means a required size of memory was allocated in the RAM. If you are requesting for 100 byte means somewhere 100 bytes was allocated. But in calloc, continuously, like array, contiguous memory, continuously 100 blocks of memory was allocated and initialized all the memory with 0. Continuously 100 bytes will allocated and initialize all the memory with zeros and return the starting position address to the pointer. Realloc is nothing but once you are using malloc or zalloc, you are used to create the memories, right? That if you want to release the memory, or if you want to expand the memory, or you want to reallocate the memory, at that time you are going for a reallocation. The last one is free of. Free of is nothing but manually here we are adding the memory, right? We are getting the memory sizes manually. So manually we have to release the memory once the program ends. So once you completed the process, at the last line you have to give free of. So what are the 4 functions you are used in the dynamic memory allocation? malloc, that is memory allocation, used to allocate memory as per your required size. calloc means continuously you are allocating the memory and all the memory size, all the memory blocks was initialized with 0 and the starting memory base address was given to the pointer. Then realloc means already assigned size will be reallocated, either reduced or either expanded. In some ways we are reallocating the memory positions. The last one is free of, used to deallocated the previous allocated space. Okay, so in the next presentations we can see one by one with the proper examples. Okay, I hope you understand. Thank you, students.